A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are at the Wynberg Boys High School this afternoon. We've been able to watch in the last couple of moments. We've seen the Stormers in the URC finals here. We've seen the Springboks take on Wales recently this last weekend. And now we're again in a clash here between Wynberg Junior Boys and Durban Prep. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Barry Wilson. Please excuse a bit of sentimental value here, as I am the ex-headmaster, recently retired of DPHS, and my good friend, the headmaster of Wynberg, has asked me to commentate on this game. But I have Wynberg support here for you in the form of Tristan Muntz, the Wynberg boy, prefect at the high school and house captain, and Tristan will be here to assist me with commentary. Good afternoon, Tristan.
Good afternoon. Absolute pleasure to be here today. Absolute pleasure to watch the junior school play. 13A is a very strong side. Obviously, we've got two provincial representations there. And as a boys junior school boy myself, coming in from grade R, currently in matric, it's an absolute pleasure to be here to commentate the game. Lots of talent here on the field. Durban showed a great showing, winning against the 13Bs earlier. And I think Durban's going to give Wynberg a proper run for their money today.
Good man. Thank you, Tristan. Here we go. Ben Hughes at 9. Out it goes through the hands of Daniel Miskey. Miskey represented the Sharks at Craven Week. Fabiano at inside centre, also a Sharks player. Out to James Swart. Yes, it is the Springbok Swart son that we all know from the years past. Back it comes inside. Clean ball. Can the prep side get this recycled quickly onto Watmore, is it? Watmore takes it on. He goes to ground. Prep can go left and right here. They pick up and go. They go to the left-hand side. Good restructuring by the Wynberg defence. Their pillars are solid. And Tristan, as you can see, I remember you said you played in these games here, in exactly these primary school games, Prep versus Wynberg.
Yes, absolutely. 5 years to the day, actually played up, not on this field, but up on the Silver Sea, which is just up above this first team field. Now, Durban Prep seem to be having a run for it, getting the ball over the line. Durban Prep getting an early try, first try of the game there.
Fabiano Ferrier, that's what they're known for. They're known for taking it up, hitting it up once or twice, and then they bring their players into it, left and right, and running at pace. And that's the way Durban Prep have been recognised for their rugby expressive, interactive play amongst all 15. Tristan, if I can just take the chance to all those back in Durban, especially those that know Mr. Wilson from having been part of the school as their headmaster, to all the staff, to all the parents, to all the boys that have locked in, and to any old boys around the country or around the venue here, a big welcome from me as well. It's great that I can share this big occasion with you.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here as well, as I've mentioned before. It's always a pleasure to watch the boys junior school play. Lots of memories been made there. Been playing rugby my entire life for Wynberg boys. And it's always a pleasure finishing off this term, obviously, with me being in matric. And like I said earlier, 5 years today playing against Durban Prep myself up on the fields above here. And great conversion now from the Durban Prep player. That takes Durban Prep 7-0 in the lead.
Yeah, it's a good start for the DPHS boys at the present moment. It does get chilly here, so I hope all the touring folk, and they hear numbers from Durban Prep, the parents and boys have got their jackets out. I've learned that very quickly here. Once that sun goes behind the mountain, you believe you're in the Arctic.
Yeah, it's extremely cold this time of year, especially in Cape Town. Makes the rugby a little bit more fun, though.
Yeah, Jordan Hope at hooker. He takes it on. It could be Hughes again through the hands. On it goes to James Watmore. He takes it further. Well tackled there. And that is involved, would have been Liminani, the lock from Wynberg Junior.
Pillars. Big hit from the Wynberg player there, actually. Strong tackle. And as you mentioned before, the pillars of Wynberg showing there now, for example, how strong they actually are.
So Prep going on to the right-hand side. Miskey through the hands. Fabiano out to Azaru. He goes well. He steps beautifully off his right foot. Back inside it comes. Is it going to be pick and go time by Wilson? He does just that. It's once again, it's rollover time. Quick pick and go ball. Hope on the ball again. Good restructuring defence, scramble defence, but it's good by Wynberg juniors. Swart joining the line. 2 men on him. Left and right leg get taken to ground. Ball again by Hughes. Quick service needed. Pick and go, Tristan.
Yeah, absolutely. DPHS, they're actually having really, really strong runs. Playing the ball. They're not doing too much off the ruck here. Playing the ball out, playing their backline, using their big men to get those inches in, and then their backline take care of the rest of it. They've got strong runners.
Soft hands there. Once again, stepping well off the right foot, coming back inside.
Getting some meters there, taking a few defenders with him. DPHS now a little bit slow to come out.
The rush defence needed from Wynberg Juniors. They need to close the space very quickly, and DPHS need to get it through their hands. Watmore, he's been a good player, both for school and province, representing Sharks Juniors at the recent Craven Week, and stood his ground there as well. Recycle ball. It's hands now. Miski through to Fabiano. A step. Soft hands over the top. And this is Smith that should score in the corner. And Tom Smith is the man at 15, and he'll be going over. And that was well worked by DPHS. Well scrambled by Wynberg as well, getting across. But it's just that extra pillar in the middle where you crash it in and suck in this cover defence, and that's what caught them out wide.
You always got to look for the gap. And obviously, Durban having a little bit of a fumble over the ball there, but was quickly recovered by them and getting the ball going down the corner there. And you had the extra man to work with. So it just shows that Durban's playing some good wide rugby, and there was just a little bit of a gap there that they exploited in the Wynberg defence.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, and the Zekau Botha, recognise him as a name from Craven Week, the recent Craven Week that was for primary schools in Johannesburg, held at Monumentar. He's in the number 8 position for Wynberg boys. I believe there's a young man, Connor Barrett, number 1, his older brother, played under 13A at Wynberg in 2021. You also came through the ranks here as a junior Wynberg man, didn't you, Tristan?
Yes, I did indeed. I played all my years, just playing rugby for the fun of it. In my grade 7 year, played 13 Bs, winning the Grand Slam that year. I'm thankful enough to have played across many different teams, many different players over the years. Some of them playing Craven Week now, as the previous commentators, Matthew Beckett, Zachary Porthen, players like that. Very fortunate to have played with them over the years and continue to play, finish off my last fixtures for the season here at Wynberg. Absolute pleasure.
And Wynberg are celebrating their captain as well, and head boy, I believe, Zachary Porthen. He's captain SS Schools now. So you guys congratulations to Wynberg.
Yes, absolutely.
Hughes through the breadbasket there. I know his dad will be very upset with that. Dad was a scrum off in his day, and he would have got a harding if he had dropped the ball like that. And I'm sure he'll have a stern chat to Ben Hughes there. Not many times have I seen Ben get it through the basket. He has an attacking option now, Tristan, for Wynberg. They've got in the middle of the park. It can be pick up and go by Zekau Botha. Woody, should I say? Botha, who I mentioned earlier, the Craven Week player for Wynberg, and they've got the left and right options as well.
Yeah, absolutely strong. I mean, as you can see, the Wynberg's got a very strong back pack for the scrum. They're playing it out now to the back line. He's going to play it out to the wing. A little bit of a goose there, beating 2 defenders there.
That was Liam Reid, the number 11 left wing. It was a good run by him. You'll see the pillars now back on the live wire flanker, this Luke Lawrence.
Wynberg's definitely going to count now. As you can see, they're going to form
pick
their
up
pods.
And go time. That's at Connor Barrett that I was referring to, and the older brother. Tristan, that must be happy memories for older brother who represented Wynberg Junior.
Yeah, it must be. It's always a pleasure to see, especially younger siblings. For me to see the younger guys, these kinds of guys, they were grade 2, grade 3 when I had left, and to see them, basically almost entering high school makes me feel a little bit older.
Yeah.
But I think for when you have to see siblings, I know numerous brothers who have younger brothers here that they're busy watching around the field. It must be an amazing feeling to see a younger brother, younger sibling, especially for a younger one to see the older brother playing at sports level the highest they possibly can in the age group.
I know that the coaching staff of DPHS will be a little unhappy with that child. They renowned for their pillar defence, and it seemed to just take the key and unlock the door there and sneak through. So well done to Wynberg, and Prep need to be bouncing back. We're looking at the kick. Haven't seen that one. Haven't seen that in years.
I haven't seen that even on pro level. That's extremely rare.
Connor Faree there, the fly half for Wynberg, trying to get that converted to add the extra 2 points. So we move now on to the 5 points for Wynberg.
Yeah. It's 12-5.
12-5 it is. Right, regrouping here. Back onto the hands of Connor Faree. I believe he plays 13A hockey and cricket as well.
All-round sportsman.
All-round sportsman. That's recycled by DPHS. That's a good box kick. He's obviously been watching Jaden Hendrickser and Faf de Klerk from Hughes there. But this is a great run by Wynberg. They're taking it on further. Numbers to the breakdown. Stay on your feet. No hands in. Once again, quick ball from Thomas Wiley. It's got to get through the hands here. Faree gets a little chip kick over.
Great catch.
And goodbye. Is it cover defense here from Miski?
He's got the wheels to get over.
Got it.
He had the stamina, he had the wheels, and it's another try for Wynberg. Shortly after their first one of the match comes their second try for the game. As it stands, the score is now 12-10 with a conversion to come.
That was very impressive and great vision there by Connor Faree, and he saw his fullback in the form of Raed Mohammed. He also plays on the wing, and that chip through, actually, he read the space well, ran onto it. Don't let the rugby ball bounce. Catch it if you can, which was done. And Miski tried to put his ears back and catch, but Mohammed there showing his true pace.
We're now lining up for the kick. Obviously now a great breakaway. They want to capitalize on this to even it out. But going a little bit too much to the left there. The score will stay 12-10, still in favour of Durban.
Right, we suddenly got this game back on our hands. Durban Prep have just got off the aeroplane this afternoon and got here, and they got onto the scoreboard as quickly as they got off the aeroplane. And can they get back into their stride again? But well done to Wynberg, also settling down and getting back into it. The game's on, ladies and gents. Here we go. Well taken by Wynberg, now regrouping. Connor Faree again onto his right boot and taken back into the 22. So that means that the referee, Darren Van Rooyen, is doing exactly right, taking it from where the kick was, because the ball was passed back over the 22-metre line. So that means that the kick will now be almost directly into touch. That's hence Durban Prep get that advantage. It should be interesting now. We could see a take and more drive here. And Wynberg should get ready for this.
If they're playing Springbok style, they would definitely want to go for the more, maybe the bomb squad.
Correct. Leg drive. Now you'll see the ball coming through the hands. So once again, pick and go time. That's picked up by Ayanda Pungula through the hands of Hughes. Out to Miski. Fabiano, he's a hard runner, this Ferro.
Very hard handoff there. One player definitely feeling it. Coming back up, shrugging it off. Coming back, joining the line of defence here.
Right, Azaru coming off his right wing and making his presence known in the middle. Quick thinking, Ben Hughes there through the hands. Miski beats one. Soft hands out to Swat.
There'll be a knock on.
Oh, gosh, and I know that there'll be another chat around the dinner table over that one. There were definitely 5 points written all over that. So to you watching at home there was an opportunity that's gone missing. But I'm sure young James Swart will rectify the situation when he gets a second turn. Right, Wynberg got to get out of here, Tristan.
Absolutely. I think preferably get the ball in hand, get the ball cleared, kick it as far as they possibly can. Early on, the kick didn't go according to plan. Didn't get much meters on that one. So Wynberg's going to want to do something really, really quick. As I mentioned before, there shouldn't be a problem with the scrum, but Durban seemed to bring a little bit of an extra push in that scrum there. Wynberg going to play the ball out now to see if they can possibly get to one of their backline players and to get that kick out. But Durban coming for the counter ruck there, and they will turn it over. Turn it over
again. There's James Watmore, a bit of a hard tackle. Referee doing the right thing, playing the advantage. Coming back for the hard tackle on Watmore. The crash ball there from Wynberg. Hughes again takes quickly. It's got to be a wide pass. Roos should get over. Was that a knock-on and turnover? Referee is...
Quick thinking from Wynberg.
There's got to be Hopes trying to chase. Tom Smith's got to chase, but away goes Liam Reid. And I told you...
He's got the pace.
He was at Western Province at Craven Week.
For a reason. A little bit of a hop there, a little bit of a dive, but in between the sticks he goes for the try.
Well, that was another 5-pointer over the try line. The ball was on its way down. The referee had his hand up ready to blow, and centimetres before contact was made with putting it down, the ball was lost by Roo and picked up by Liam Reid, and he's run a full 80 metres here to go and score now. Good play there in the advantage.
Should be an easy kick now for the kicker for Wynberg. Has not made any of his two previous kicks yet today. Lining it up and getting it over.
17-12, I make that score now. And, well, if you're down in Durban and you're sitting in the lounge and you tuned in as the supporters of Durban Prep, I call on all the community out there to let us hear your support all the way here in Cape Town. Turn up the volume in the lounge and scream and shout and get behind our DPHS boys, or the DPHS boys, because Wynberg are back in action and leading 17 points to 12.
Turned the game around quite quickly. The Wynberg boys did a bit of a slip there. Couldn't get the ball back in hand. But yeah, Wynberg has definitely turned the game around quick. Early on, Durban came at them quite strongly, scoring points really, really early on, scoring quite a bit of points. But Wynberg scoring just as quickly as they did and scoring a little bit more. Now, obviously, with the 5-point advantage.
Once again, is it going to be the taking the line out and the maul, the driving maul? This will be the tactic that could be used.
A lot too far off for maul, in my opinion, but you never know. Might catch the opposition might catch Wynberg by surprise here.
Wynberg put in. I see the Durban boys having to adjust as well, because down there are no short lineouts or numbers dropping out. So here in Cape Town, that is played. That's knock on in there, but it's picked up by Miski. Miski's the one to take it on. Good leg drive. This is a game pick up by Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a bit body height is a bit upright. Recycle, left and right options on. It looks like it's pick and go time again. Around the left-hand flank it is. Right, they're coming very, very close. And the call has been made, release it.
And there will be the penalty in favour of Wynberg.
And that looked like Riley holding on there. And Wynberg had numbers over the ball, first person to it. And referee on the spot to indicate, let go please, we want to carry on with the game. Connor Faree has made sure that he's got to the touchline. So from the penalty advantage, you'll now get Wynberg to feed their own line out.
Good boot there to get the ball into touch. Wynberg now going to see what they can do. They like to play the back line off of their lineouts and get the ball out as wide as possible. Try and hit their wing. The wing is where their strength is, as we've seen it today.
So is it Ian Lawrence now? He's the man to get this ball in for Wynberg. And it's well taken. It's brought to ground. It's through the hands. Durban Prep on scramble defence. Come up quickly and close it down. Here's Azaru again. I'm sure he'll want to make up for that 5-pointer. He's done recycled well. The pods form beautifully in the middle. Watmore's the man again. He's the big horse, and he's got jockeys on his back here. But Wynberg are their numbers. It's pick and go time. Referee has picked it up. It's off the ball. And at this level as well, or at any level, unnecessary. So referee has got it under control, and he's saying we won't have any of this on my dance floor here, on my rugby field. So Riley is okay. He's getting back up now. It's tap and go time. Miski again, through the hands. Fabiano Ferro, here again.
Take a few defenders with him there, but Wynberg making sure the game down. He is a very strong runner. I don't think he saw to his right. He did have the open winger to play to.
Correct. This looks like in Luca Harris taking it on further. He's done just that. Through the hands, Miski now coming off the left foot. He sees that there was space here. Fabiano Ferreira again just to go through. 1, 2. The handoff is good. And this time making sure that coming down with heavy contact on the ball, showing his presence there in his centre position. So we've got a bit of a ping-pong match here at the present moment. Both sides not taking it too kindly when one scores. So bouncing back on Durban Prep now, and they taking that score to a leveller at 17. And we've got Miski here. Now Miski he's got the ability, Tristan. You watch this young man stroke the ball, and he could give Durban Prep the extra cherry on the top with 2 points.
Absolutely. It always takes that one player, especially the fly-off, that will make the difference to the whole game. And especially in a game which, like this, seems going to be a very tight one. I think the fly-off is going to play a vital part for either side in the victory today.
You saw there from that breakdown, he was standing on the left-hand side and realised that those doors were closed. And suddenly he came off the left foot, read it, brought it across to the right-hand side, and realised that he had created space for his centre, Ferro.
Not only was that where the space was, but that's where their strongest runners are. They they have seen today that side of the field. They've had their strongest runnings. They've had some strong players, and actually they are not stopping the kick on that timeout. So I believe now it's a 17 all tie.
Correct. So I make it, and I've seen him hit him with his boom boom driver over the crossbar from there. So I think he'll put away his chipper and back into the golf bag there. But he seemed to stroke that one over, and hopefully we'll see him back in his full boom boom style of stroking them from all around the field here today.
Absolutely, I think the fly-offs and the kickers are definitely going to be the difference makers today.
Faree, there's the deep kick. It's a deep one downfield. Watmore will bring this back with pace and will gain some ground for his team. Now it's got to be recycle ball. Hughes is there. They're all over it. It's pick and go time. Wilson again goes through the inside door there. They managed to open that door a little bit more through the hands. Miski, now it's got to come inside. Soft hand. Swart is the man that wants to go further. Holds on to it very well because he could have lost that in the tackle. That's good recycling by DPHS. Ayanda Pungula is the man to take it on further.
Massive tackle from Wynberg there, absolutely making sure he went down. Took a while for the DPHS player to come back up, so the Wynberg player. And Wynberg turned the ball over.
Turned it over beautifully. And that was again their Craven Week player in the form of Zekau Burta. This is good running. It's a step. Hanging on to bootlaces was James Swart, but managed to get him down through the hands. It's got to come now. Zekiel Botha again. He's the man taking it on, making his presence felt for Wynberg this afternoon.
Obviously, Wynberg turned that onto attack very quickly. From great defense to great attack. Looking for a little bit of a chip over for the hat-trick.
This is Liam Reid. That is tactical kicking and tactical soccer tactics out on the wing. Any young man trying to pick that up at pace would have had 90% knock-on opportunities. Realizing that the foot is important, put it under control, and then as it rolled over the line was there to fall down on it. Well done, Liam Reid.
Absolutely great foot control there. You don't expect to see that from an under 13 player. Even for under 19, even at the top, highest levels, it's always a struggle for those kinds of skills. So absolutely amazing to see that at under 13 level. And Wynberg obviously went from defense straight into offense, going on the attack after Durban was coming at them with heavy hitters. Turning it over just as Durban got over the 50 meter, playing it out to the right, finding space and getting the space.
We were talking about stroking with the boom boom, and Connor Faree has done just that, and he's taken that now into a 24-17 lead for Wynberg.
7-point advantage, Wynberg. As you said earlier, it's a ping pong match. When one scores, when one gets points on the board, the other one wants to come back even harder than before.
Right, here go. It's a great kick by Miski. It has gone deep into the 22-meter area of Wynberg. Well regrouped. Young man has gained himself a good 10-15 meters.
Well, we're now looking for the clearance kick, and that's a very good clearance kick from Wynberg.
Limanani looked like he did well for Wynberg there. Tom Smith gets the ball onto that right foot. Botha again is the man that's back in number 8 position. He gains it back onto the halfway line. He's run back 20 meters. Turnover ball now. It's got to come through the hands. Faree now is finding his boot, and he's turning DPHS around. Hughes has come back as well to add that cover defense. Can he link up with Rue? He's got to find his man now. Ferrio is there, well tackled, and the cover defense there by Wynberg. That was once again Luke Lawrence making that tackle at the flanker. This is turnover ball, Tristan.
Yeah, Durban's going to want to see what they can do here with the ball now. Obviously, they can go for the clearance kick here. Let's see how much meters they can get on it.
Oh, it hasn't gone into touch, so Liam Reid again. Azaru and Liam Reid, they're getting to know each other well this afternoon. Both on the wing positions.
And they're both giving each other horns as well. One runs at the other one runs at him harder.
It's good to see this in the wing flank positions. And we've got Umar Evans working hard at scrum off. Here's the Ezekiel Botha at number 8, both for school and province. You can see why he was also a Stormers player in the Craven Week team.
Yeah, playing for the Craven Week under 13 side. As you can see there now, that's what led to his selection. Extremely strong player, one of the stronger under 13 players down here in Cape Town.
Now taking his hands off as the crash runner for Wynberg. This could be on. This could be on. Just got to get it through the hands. It's well tackled out on the blind side. Miski picks up. Has he got an inside feed? He goes to ground. It's through the hands again. That's an intelligent kick by Ben Hughes. That's going to bounce. It's just got to get a good bounce. It bounces well, though, for Raid Mohammed. He's got pace, this young man. You remember early on from one of the first tries. But well tackled there. It's got to come back quickly. Waiting for it is Raid Davids. But DPHS are hitting the counter-ruck exceptionally well. And now it's Hughes' ball. There's nobody home for Miski. There's nobody home. But it's through the hands.
DPHS
Has he
now,
found
they've
out?
got the space. They've got the numbers.
Is he going to go all the way? Is he going to go? And it is celebration time for Ferro yet again.
Another hard run. Wynberg not seeming to get the tackle on there, find the space, and dominating it.
Fabiano Ferro. The song Mamma Mia, here we go again, applies definitely to Fabiano. He's, I think, in for his hat-trick try, and desperately needed by DPHS at the present moment. What a game we've got. We already close on 40-plus points scored between these two sides, and we haven't even had off time. So this is going to be a very interesting afternoon. As you can see, you used to it, Tristan, but those sitting back in Durban, and sunny Durban, should I hopefully say, we don't get the jackets out at this time of the day. We get the sundowners out, and I hope they're doing just that and getting ready to cheer both these teams on. Some exciting primary school rugby here.
No, absolutely. We have the long pants on and the long jerseys on from the morning already. And there is a conversion from DPHS now to end the first half. And it's all tied up 24 apiece.
There we are. There's the boom boom that I spoke about that Miski can put over. And what a great game we've got. Besides just a tie, we've also been treated to some scintillating rugby phases and by these junior players. And congratulations to coaches, coaching staff and players alike. We'll be back for the second half. While we're getting a glass of water, you do the same. And please be back ready to join myself, Barry and Tristan here at Wynberg Boys High School. Great being with you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be an edge of the seat second half. If you're a betting person, take the coin out rather and say heads or tails, because at the present moment we are landing on an even match here at the present moment. Both sides wanting to determine to win this first game of the DPHS Tour. Pick and go time. You can see it close in by Wilson. Recycle ball now. It's very important. Good pillar defense. As I say that, it breaks through. Zekal Buerto getting his hands on the ball, but Hughes is there. It's untidy ball though. Trying to get it back and ripped out by Zekal Buerto. That was on his feet. Well played by DPHS. Stay on your feet is the call from referee Van Rooyen. And as you can see, two of the men sealing off over the ball, Tristan.
Yep, DPHS now with the penalty. They can see what they can do here with the advantage. Now see if they can possibly kick it into touch here. Now, I remember in the previous game, the 13Bs game, all they wanted to do off the penalties was taps and goes. No kicking, even when they were on their own try line. All they wanted to do was tap and go. But I'm glad to see here that they know to kick for the touch. And obviously it was a very good kick there now. They're quite close. They can edge quite close to the try line there. But we see right in front of us here, we actually have a dome player down.
That's young James Watmore. He is made of metal. He's the type of player I know that he's injured the one knee, but he'll play on the other knee. That's the type of man he is. Grit his teeth and he'll get on, I'm sure. I'm sure the prep staff, though, are hoping that coaching staff are hoping it's nothing too serious. But a good game, and full credit to both sides here. On tour, there we are. As I said to you, you would never say the man had an injury. Gritted his teeth and he's back again.
Absolutely, that's the best way to carry on with the game. Just take on the chin and carry on.
Here we go now. This is what we're going to see. Are we going to see the prep driving more now from the line out? This is the opportunity, and it's young Jordan Hope to put the ball in. He does just that. It's over the top, though, but it could be run onto by Miski. Ball's gone straight. He's got left and right balance through the backhander. He gives out to the Fabiano Ferrier. He had an exceptional game this afternoon. It's pick and go time. You've got to get all the prep forwards around. They're all looking for it. Who's going to pick it up? Is it Ayanda Pungula? Is he the man? Right, last line of feet. And referee has found that there was holding on there.
Okay, Wynberg should look now to get this ball up the field and look for touch.
Connor Furry again now. Is it going to reach? Mills is underneath it. That's a great tackle. That's sensible play. That is sensible play from Max Mills in the sense that he pushed the wing inside. Got around him. Couldn't get away then, and there was holding on. So now the opportunity to put that in the corner. Right, here we go again. A bit of a silence at the present moment. And now we're looking forward for the full line out. Referee's asking him to stay there 10 metres. He's speaking to Connor Faree. Don't come up early. Let the driving ball be formed first. If it doesn't come off the top of the line out, let's have a look. In it goes. It's gone over the top.
Second line out in a row. He's gone straight over the top. I think I might also just got a little bit skewed there as well.
Scrum down. So Finn Mallet in the number 17 jersey trying to tidy up at the back there. Knowing the prep staff and their style of play, having been with them over the years, I can tell you right now that the coaching staff won't be too happy with their set pieces, the line out, should I say, because that's one of their attacking skills that they renowned for, the drive, and they need that bullet back in their armory. Here comes the scrumming.
Durban Prep now bringing probably one of the strongest scrums of the game. Wynberg, I think, will caught a little bit off guard there. Wynberg's scrum's been a little bit strong the entire game, but I think Durban now maybe getting into it, maybe getting warmed up for the scrumming, and definitely gave a good push there, rotating the scrum completely 180.
You'll see that Carl Howden has come on as well in the tight head position, and Wilson on at the loose head, and all these scrummages, including Ayanda Punguda, they've all been quality scrummages, but you can see they're having Armory coming in now and assisting DPHS, putting them on the front foot.
Yeah, the DPHS now, they definitely had a lot more meters gained. They turned the scrum again. Wynberg scrum 2 in a row now where they just struggled, but no problem seems to be with Wynberg's back line. Definitely got the legs to go.
To run, and that was Ahmed. It's 1-on-1. And don't give Liam Reed any space. Congratulations on that run, but I've got to give credit there to Ralph Ahmed, I believe, and his brother, if I remember correctly, represented Western Province under 16.
I actually attended school with his brother. His brother's in grade 10, Yakin.
Okay.
I played Grand Como under 16.
Well, there we are.
Province. We had 4 representatives at Grand Como this year at under 16 level, and we had 9 at under 19 level. Obviously, the big one being that Zachary Porthen, obviously going on to captain SA Schools, who also captained the VP Craven Week side.
Well, there we go. Don't leave any side doors open, as you saw there, because DPHS were on attacking format there, and the ball went out in a defensive backline move through the hands, and then you saw Liam Reed putting his ears back and running a good 60 meters to go and put that under the poles. Right, DPHS now, 31-24. DPHS need to fight back on the scoreboard now. They're known for their comeback. You won't, as many of the prep community will know, one of the calls is you can may knock a prep boy down, but you'll never knock him out, and I hope they live up to that this afternoon. Here they are. They'll bounce back.
Wynberg, I mean, both sides actually have been doing really, really well under the high ball this afternoon. They haven't really been fumbling it that much when the balls come up from high. Ball coming out a little bit slowly here. Definitely going to look for the kick. Gain the kick on. That Wynberg going to look
down on to Mills. He brings it inside to Smith. Smith as well has seen space. He's got to get it through the hands. There, I think Fabiano was realizing he had another opportunity. Looked ahead quickly as the ball was on his way to him. Took his eyes off the ball, but it was on. Well played by Smith at fullback to actually take it on. Scrum in the middle of the field. Now DPHS have got to be very, very careful here, because you get these explosive backline runners of Wynberg moving quickly, left or right. You're going to have to make sure your cover defense is ready. Right, the scrum's on again. Out it comes through the hands of Rai Davids. Farid puts it onto the boot. Mills does exceptionally well to read that bounce. And he's now got to just find regroup and reset. He did very, very well to recycle that on the wing. Just let that come back. That's got to... There we are, to pick and go again. What more? Rolling away is number 4 for Wynberg, Luke Galant. Hughes has got his runners here. There's the big Carl Howden. He's gone in. There is a door closed there for him, though. Can't get through that door, but out it goes to Miski. Through the hands, Fabiano. It's got to go out to Swart. He does just that. It's good running. Gone backwards. Got to recycle those. Be patient, DPHS. Don't get too carried away with and panicking now. There's plenty of time still. Recycling, third phase now. Pick and go time. Wynberg have got to get those close in defense pods back into place. They're sort of doing it now. Here's Miski. He's got numbers. Fabiano Ferro. He's on his way. I said it earlier. Mamma mia! Fabiano.
Finding the gap there, DPHS player. Getting through, putting the ball right under the sticks there. Making it easy for his kicker.
Tristan, it looks like Liam Reed says, I'm going to do this for Wynberg, and Fabiano says, I'm going to do this for DPHS.
Absolutely. They're both of them extremely hard runners, and they both scored almost similar tries. Obviously, Fabiano coming around through the center and getting right through the gap there, dominating it and putting the gas on. Getting under the sticks there. going to be the same kick as from earlier from Wynberg, and it's going to tie the game up once again. It's now 31 apiece.
So I warned you in Durban, if you're not with us over here, and I know that the Wynberg supporters in Wynberg here are already cheering on loudly, but if you're in Durban all the way back home, make sure that you turn the volume up. Brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, wherever you're watching at home, make sure that you get behind this team. They will hear your vibe. So come on, I know how loudly you can cheer. Let's hear it all the way in Cape Town.
Obviously, the spectators are out, yeah, but they're definitely feeling the cold, the Cape Town cold. The Cape Town frost is definitely out tonight. A little bit one of the colder nights we've actually had in quite a while, colder evenings. But I don't think the players on the field they are cold at all. They seem to be quite warm and ready to play. I think they're ready for the last minutes of this game.
Yeah, warm-blooded hearts there for their schools. They represent their schools with pride. It's a good kick, finding some space. Be careful to let it bounce, and that's why, unfortunately, coming off the hands of Griffin Lamem. He won't be too happy with that. He sets himself some high standards in his flank position. And that's what happens if you let the ball bounce, especially on these fields where they can bounce awkwardly for you. And now it puts Wynberg in an attacking position. And we've got young Umar Evans. He's the man now to feed the scrum. Umar Evans. It looks like they've got something lined up. Is it going to be both are picking up at 8? He has tried to.
Another 180 turn scrum there. Durham Prep seem to be getting the better of Wynberg at the scrums. The last 3 scrums have gone their way. Absolute dominance from their side.
Medics. There's an injury here. Just yeah, thanks. Right. Evans feeds yet again.
Wynberg now having...
Evans feeds yet again. It's through the hands. There he goes. It's here. Oh, it's that bus door was closed there. Well tackled by Miski. It's pick and go again.
Wynberg seem to find their
Stay
groove back
coming
with
in
that
from
scrum
the
again.
side. It's a call from referee Van Rooyen. And a sensible call here. Got to give it because many young men get very excited at this stage of the game when there's plenty of time. I always say that 3 points is half a try, and it's an underestimated form of point scoring in a rugby match. You get 2 of these, you've got yourself almost a converted try. So Wynberg doing the sensible thing to kick for poles.
Actually, it's actually the first time, even from my age group, that I've seen an under-13 player actually opt for a kick at goals. And it should be an easy kick at goals. I don't think there should be any problem here with 15 meters, 16 meters out here. He's going to slot it right in between the sticks.
There we go. 3-point difference, I make it.
And those 3 points in a game like this means all the difference.
Still plenty of time on the clock.
Tackle now! Come on, boys. Tackle! You're going to have to come back hard now.
Right, where does Miski put this? He's got to have his chasers. That's got ice on it. That's the type of kick needed, but that's exceptionally well received in the air. But it's coming to ground. It's gone forward, and that was by Rauf Ahmed. And that's the type of kick that DPHS needed. Put the ice on it, get the big men around it, but Ahmed did exceptionally well to secure that. But now it's Pep turnover from the knock-on.
Absolutely great. Reaching straight up, going quite high actually on the jump there to get the ball out of the air. No lifting was done there, so he got quite high up on his own. It will be now the scrum in favour of Durban Prep. Let's see if they can do it. Wynberg trying to push it there. Great scrum from Durban.
Right, through the hands here. Swat. Is it going to be the loop around to Ferrio? It is just that. It's got to be recycled quickly. Going off his feet, was it, ref? He's got it back, though. Referee is there. Harder now. He's getting the tractor engine going. Just look at those legs moving for his DPHS forwards. It's pick and go time again.
A little too soon, I think, for the pick and go time. I use your backline for this now, but let's see what Durban Prep can do here.
Remember the change in area again. Max Mills, he's got to get away from that touch line. He's got to come inside.
Oh, and it's another handling error from Durban Prep. And will be a scrum in favour of Wynberg.
Big scrum, big scrum.
Right, the situation is getting a little anxious here, a little tense now. Both spectator groups are on the edge of their seats and getting behind the teams. Is it going to be out to the boot now to take the pressure off for Wynberg? The ball is turned over though. And now that's a great scrum by DPHS. It's got to go through the hands. It does just that. Swart, he's got Roo outside him. Can he get the ball through the hands? Roo's in to clear out on Swart. Quick ball now. Is it pick and go time again, or is it coming back through the hands? The pods are there. It's picked up by Watmore. He smells home. It's going to be very dangerous to keep him out. It's pick and go again. Wilson it is. It's pick and go. Driving through. Hughes has got left and right options. He goes to the right-hand side. Miski's got soft hands. Is needed.
Oh,
just the hands.
Tackle from Wynberg there.
And it's Roo now. He's got just the corner flag. And referee online says it has gone forward. And he said he can't play on and give that try. There was a forward in the last pass, but he has come back for the penalty.
Wynberg's defense once again proving to be quite strong. Their pillar post is coming hard, quite up there. Absolute hard tackles. And we've seen also today on the wings for Wynberg as not only are they good runners with the ball in hand, but extremely good tacklers in the one-on-one situations.
Correct. But that was the DPHS pattern that they're known for, is that take it up, and then get it through those hands. And sometimes soft hands are needed as well. They showed just that. And then it's now time for this line out to work if you're a Prep supporter. And that's Jordan Hope from the little hooker from the front of the line out, going through on the loose ball, and a well-earned 5 points there.
Durban now turn the tides of this match again. Now they are in the lead of this match with 37 points to 34, with a kick still to come.
Two-point game now. Don't put it away. I've said to you that Miski's got the ability. He can climb into this. Does he do it here in the Cape? Looks like he's gone for the landed on the green more than get it over the green. So it just stays Durban Prep in the lead. This is tense times now. The sun setting.
36 points, 34, Durban Prep in the lead. 2-point advantage over Wynberg here. It's going to be interesting to see what Wynberg can do. Can Durban now keep the lead, extend it, or can Wynberg take the lead once again?
The little chip kick. Don't let it bounce too much. Pick it up, somebody. That's well done by Lemem. Very well done to recycle that difficult bouncing ball. Watmore's on the ball. Both is the man that gets around his legs to tackle him. So, clean ball now. Hughes has done the good box kick. Where's it going to bounce? He's got to make the tackle. There goes Faree again with the ball in hand. Don't let it get to Reed, but it gets to Azaru. And he says goodbye. Now he's got to run the 20 meters. A good pass out to Swart. Swart puts his ears back and gets over the try line.
Durban Prep now coming in for another try, extending the lead even more.
Well, that's unlucky for Faree there. He's box kicked well into the behind the Durban Prep back line, and that time Meaty waiting for that kick was Azaru, and he put his ears back once he got that opportunity. He realized, catches, I'm goodbye, and bye-bye it was, and then he fed outside to Swart, who said, I can do the next 30 meters.
Absolutely, Durban Prep now showing off their backline game and quick thinking on their part, intercepting that kick, getting the ball, getting it out to their winger as soon as he saw the contact and conflicts there with the defense. Durban Prep now obviously looking now not the easiest kick to kick from. but who knows, could get over here.
Similar kick from the previous one.
And falling just a little bit short on target, but just a little bit short.
Yeah,
Not enough distance on it.
The radar screen was there. Just the extra Vuma needed. Right. Are they responding to that call of bouncing back? And still a lot of sands of time to play here. Still plenty of time to go on a rugby field. You only stop when that final whistle blows. And you're not going to see Wynberg give up and lie down now. That I know. So here we go. DPHS now got to get under it. Watmore's the man. Can he beat one? He's got he's got Luke Galant on his back there. Now it's pick and go time. Luca Harris does just that. He's got to do that. Through the hands of Hughes out to Miski. Miski looks, should he box kick? No, he gives it to Ferro. He's got Azaru outside. He steps in well. He's been stepping well off that right foot to bring it back in and recycle. Which options are we going? You got Ferro out right. Let it go. Durban Prep, don't be too panicky. Slow it down.
Durban Prep have no need to rush the game.
Correct, and put it in the corner. Miski will get you a good 30 meters, so slow down. Put it on the boot. There it goes, into touch, and now drive your maul that we've been waiting for this afternoon.
Absolutely, no, we've got to see the strong forwards that Wynberg does have come into effect here now and try and counter the Durban Prep maul.
This has been a great game, Tristan, with regards to both sides really giving it to each other, like a boxing match. One for you, one for me.
Absolutely, and I think Wynberg they've done good their scrums, and they should do good in the more, especially with their coach being Ike Tigers legend and Wynberg Boys legend himself. Is actually right to the left of me.
Through the hands again. Swart gets tackled low. Soft hands from Mills has got it, but he needs DPHS supporters. Right, they're recycling here. There they go. Is it blindside pick and go? It is blindside pick and go. Watmore's the name. He picks and goes.
If only he had support there now. He went into 3 defenders with no support on them.
There is an injury here, and the referee now rightfully calling safety factors first. Especially on the head and neck. And we want all these players to walk off this field today and celebrate the game. So referee Van Rooyen has to blow the whistle and actually give attention to the needy player.
Ample capsule. Ike Tigers continues to play for the Matenzi UCT, and great guy in general.
Okay. Well, the coaching staff for DPHS, Michael Dick and Sean Carroll, both have coached the provincial Sharks team at Craven Week under 13 for some years, and Sean Carroll, the present coach. So Michael and Sean stand united at provincial, have stood united at provincial level as well as here as their school coaches. So we've got some talented men looking after these young gentlemen in front of us.
Absolutely, it's changed a lot, and don't forget with Wynberg Boys as well, with Mr. Gerber,
yes.
A veteran of the game, veteran of the
Sure.
sport.
I remember Mr. Gerber well, done many a rugby battle with him, with prep teams and Wynberg over the years. Good man.
Amazing guy.
Here it is. It's pick and go time. Howden, the tractor, but unfortunately that's tractor went boom boom into the haystack that was in front of him, and the other tractor, and the referee says 2 tractors can't collide. So it's a penalty turnover. It's through the hand. This is dangerous stuff, but Miski's read it well. Once again, that talented little grubber through. Miski was in place as a pick and go. Carl is back. There it is. It's tractor time. Now it's Watmore time. The pillars of Wynberg are there. They solid on those close fringes. It's gone to ground. Out again through Miski. This is Fabiano Ferro. He takes it on yet again. It's got to come back through the... Back to the tractor man and Carl Howden. He's definitely got that tractor and the trailers 1, 2, and 3 all going with them.
Absolutely 4x4 mode on there for him.
4x4, yeah. It's coming again. Slow it may be. Hughes has got his options. A good call to go onto the blind side because these soft hands, a good balance by Rue. Ferro has now gone to ground. Hughes has got runners. James Watmore, you need 2 or 3 men to get around him.
Wynberg's defense now trying to keep.
It's
Durban
pick
Prep
and
at
go
bay.
time. There's the tractor man and Carl again. Full credit to him for his going along. Soft hands, but try scored. Bit of a bullet pass from Hughes. Well read by Visky out in the corner. And that will be the extra pointers needed.
Absolutely. This late in the game, those points are absolutely crucial. And in a tight game like this, you know, you obviously Durban Prep, they're pushing for those points, and the points seem to be becoming a little bit easier than earlier. Wynberg usually had a great counter-attack after they scored points. You know, Wynberg usually come back, vice versa. But it seems like Durban Prep are getting into the swing of keeping that lead and putting on the lead.
Knowing the coaches and staff there, and I know that they will have a stern chat to the young men with regards to just getting their structures going, because when they do, as you saw there, they can really turn it on. And what a way to finish. It's the first game on tour, and DPHS and our books here lead the score with 46 points to 34. But full credit to Wynberg as well. I'm going to hand over to Tristan just to say his goodbyes, and then I'll come back and say my farewells. Tristan, what did you think of the game? It's been great being with you.
Absolutely amazing game. I enjoyed every minute of it. Unlucky for the Wynberg side. It's always good to see a Wynberg side lose. So every day that you see that very, very strong Durban side, they came with a lot of courage, they came with a lot of power, a lot of strength, a lot of versatility. But the Wynberg side had the same. And I think they could have won the game, but at the end of the day, the better team won. And with a 46 to 34 point lead, tight most of the game, it was an enjoyable game to watch for spectators and as a commentator as well. And as a Wynberg boy, even though we lost, you got to appreciate the good rugby when it comes around. So thank you for having me this afternoon. And it's been an absolute pleasure to commentate this game.
Good man, Tristan. We look forward to spending many more time with you on the sidelines. But from my side, again, if I can take the opportunity just to send back all my good vibes, my name Barry Wilson, to send it back to all the good people at DPHS and to say thinking of you guys, always in my thoughts, and wonderful to see the prep flag colours down here in Cape Town now where I reside. And it was great to be able to spend this afternoon with you and just be part of the whole prep family again. So what a great game of rugby. Thank you to Wynberg for giving me the opportunity and invitation to be here. And I wish each and every single prep family well, especially those on tour. May your rest of the tour be celebration days wherever you sightseeing and also wherever you are supporting the boys. From me, till we see each other again, a huge, huge thank you. And I'll leave you with one thing, maybe just a quote for the day. If you see somebody not smiling, remember, lend him one of your smiles or her one of your smiles. It means the world just to get a happy smile on one's face. So keep on smiling, everybody. We are doing that here after this great game of rugby. Signing out, Barry Wilson.